6 in the morning and it's town day, so we'll be heading in probably about 10 miles. So. Okay, so it's May 3rd. We're up and at it this morning. It's town day, so we'll be heading into Idyllwild today. Only thing is we've got a rock slide or a landslide up ahead, and something about a rope, something about sketchy. We've heard both sides, that it's not bad and that it's awful. So the group, the trampoline, is headed to the spot. We're gonna go through that together just for safety. So we'll see. We'll see.
But other people have said
a black patch under the rock.
Okay, I see it.
There's like a rope down.
Yeah. Oh. Nice. Good catch. Oh,
I'm not seeing the rope. Huh? I'm nervous too. Made it past the rock slide, just to encounter a giant tree. Okay, we survived the Boulder project there on the cliff. Still a couple of miles from town and still going uphill. We start the day with a 5-mile uphill and still working on it. So hopefully we'll be done. We go down a bit, another little uphill, then down. Then we take the side trail down to town. But still morning time, just ready to be there. I'm hungry and I want a bed. All right, so we are just about done with our stretch. We're about to hit Saddle Junction. That's what we'll take down to town, to Idyllwild. So it's 11:50. So we'll be there for about lunch. It's a mile or 2 miles, I'm not quite sure. Side trail down the mountain. But it takes us to food and a warm bed and shower, so that's fine with me. But yeah, the rest of the group should be at the Saddle Junction. I think we're waiting there, and then we'll all descend together down to a parking lot, which from what I read on Gut Hooks doesn't have service, but hopefully we'll be able to hitch down. I already seen a couple of day hikers out, so should be good. All right, so we made it to town and now it's time to do laundry. So we're in our rain gear, got all the clothes, and we're just walking to an inn that so graciously let us do laundry there since the laundromat is closed. So we had pizza, had some ice cream, and we checked into our inn. So now we just gotta get our clothes clean and then we can be clean. So that's the plan. All right, so we're feeling good. Had our first night in a bed since Julian, and we are staying at the fireside, and it's such a cute little cabin, honestly. So we're gonna have breakfast and then meet the rest of the tramley, just do some town stuff, go to the gear shop. I'm thinking I might get a stove just because it is a little colder, and we hit camp so early that it's just like, why cold soak when I've got 2 hours to cook? So yeah, so that's the plan, and we're just gonna kind of enjoy our 0 day. Try not to walk around too much, but we do have to walk to get to the places we want to eat. So yeah, that's it. All right, so working on resupplying. This is not everything. For 6 days, I kind of did not have enough food for my 5-day resupply, but we did go to a gas station, so it was harder there. But I ended up eating like a whole jar of peanut butter, so this time I'm not really going for the peanut butter, but I am having like more cheese for that. And then we did pick up a stove, a cook kit, just because right now we are, we got time, so we're not like going dawn to dusk and all that. We get to camp pretty early, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Alrighty, so we're about to have our last meal in town, and then we'll hit trail. Actually, I need to pick up some electrolytes at Nomad Adventure, and then we'll hit the trail. So gonna have some good breakfast and then back to it, but feeling good. The 2 nights sleep in a bed really helps me kind of recover and getting back at it. Okay guys, so this is a delicious spot. If you're ever in Idyllwild and need a place to eat, breakfast, lunch, it's all good. We've had the breakfast here twice. Had the inside out omelet, so good, lots of hash browns. But really, the people here are so nice. We had one lady came and gave us $50. We were all gonna split towards our meals. And then another person apparently just paid for our food, and it was just so sweet. They didn't tell us, they just left, and then the waitress told us. So we gave the waitress the 50 for the tip, and she was really touched. It's just, paying it forward, paying kindness forward. But I mean, the Red Kettle, that's where it's at. That's where the good food is and all the nice people are. So just doing a little bit of resupplying. Headed back up trail for 2.5 miles just to get back to the PCT, and we're not happy about it. Alrighty, so we are still working our way up this 2.5 mile uphill. I think we're gaining a couple thousand feet elevation gain just getting to trail, and miles not on the trail don't count, but we still have to make it back anyways. So we're still working our way up. Some of the tramway is at the top, and we are on our way to San Jacinto, which is somewhere back in these mountains. I don't know which one it could be, but this is the view, and town was way down there somewhere. So we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so it's still climbing out of Idyllwild day, Cinco de Mayo. Almost to the junction where you have the option to summit San Jacinto. So we're meeting the rest of our tramway there, and hopefully we're feeling good. We're just gonna see how we're feeling, and summit either today or summit tomorrow. But we did that 2.5 climb up to the trail. It was a little rough, but not as bad as I thought. And then now we're just still going uphill. It's gonna be just a lot of elevation gain today. And especially if we do San Jacinto, it's gonna be a rough one. But we're almost to the top of this uphill. And it was another 1.8 miles to that next junction. So we will see how we're feeling. We're getting into the big boy trees now. This is a big guy. Thick trees out here. So it is May 5th and we still have some snow on the, in the trail area. There have been some patches on the trail. I guess like, as you can see, this coming up just a little bit, but it's very passable. And there's not really any on like super cliff ledges that I've seen so far. We had our micro spikes sent up to Idyllwild because it did snow like maybe a week before we went up, but because it was so hot it melted most of the sketchy areas. So we just bounced them up to Kennedy Meadows, so we'll have them for the Sierras. But yeah, so in a very foresty area right now, just climbing elevation. So there is a little bit of snow on the trail, but that's okay. Definitely manageable, and I can see the trail, so I don't have to get, lost, because that's the fear. If everything's snowed out, you can't see the trail, so you have to keep pulling out your phone and all that. But here, sure, the snow covers it a little bit, but I still see the path on the other side. Okay, so we made it to the first junction point for San Jacinto, and a couple members just had a hard hit with the uphill. So, and we also don't want to be going down San Jacinto at night, and we want to be able to enjoy the summit and all that. So the plan is to go down the PCT more to the second junction to go up to San Jacinto, and that one's just 2 miles instead of 3.5. So we're just gonna do that, and then in the morning get up, summit San Jacinto, and then keep going down on trail. So after San Jacinto there's like a 20-mile dry spot, so it'll be a pretty large water carry, but it's mostly downhill, so that'll be nice. And I think it's a pretty gentle downhill, hopefully. So for our knees' sake, hopefully. So that is the plan. Probably go down maybe two more miles. It's 4.5 from where we were to the next junction, but there's no camping spots around there. So we're just gonna go the 2 miles down to Strawberry Campsite and camp there. That way we actually know it's out of the wind and there are camping spots, because I don't want to push the miles, get there at dark or anything, and then realize they don't have any place to camp, because that's just not a good scenario. So that's the plan. You guys, I'm just really so blessed and thankful to be out here and to be able to do what I'm doing, because it just has been so nice to be out here and in nature. Just feel so grateful. Let me zoom out, show y'all kind of a grand view. Just beautiful. That's it. Sometimes the water's just a small trickle, and this is what you gotta do. Just a small. Guess this is camp. Oh, look, a porta potty, bear box. So